Hello, it is now the morning, and well, we're going again. So we lost this one, 66-69. I feel like we should try to go again, but you know what? No, I'm good. Those were the NBA Cup. This one's not an NBA Cup. They won 6-10. We're 14-3. So we're on top right now. We're still on top, but we finally lost a game last video. So if you want to see that, click on part 5, and yeah, let's get into part 6. We're going against the Grizzlies, I think their name is. Let's play it. Yep, the Grizzlies. Bro, you know what's so bad? Travis.
The starting lineup for the visiting Memphis Grizzlies.
Travis is still
Well, when
out.
you were a player, Richard, did you enjoy the early part of the season?
I loved the early part of the season. All the things that you worked on during the summer, you get to implement them at the start of the season. You get to see who was putting in work. That's the part that makes the game fun.
And here's Memphis's starting group. They've got Ja Morant, Brandon Clark out there with Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Wells in at small forward. Williams passes to Ball, pulls up. Grizzlies with the rebound. Here's Wells. Right side Morant. Back to Jackson. To the inside. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Jackson with the dime. The guy is just so skilled.
There's Ball with a three. And again, no good by Chicago.
I didn't
Kennard, left side. There's Jackson with the three. And
Oh
he buries
my
his
God,
first
we're
look.
selling.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
For all the adversity Memphis faced last season, Richard, there were some silver linings.
BA, they had a lot of talented young players get more minutes than they might have otherwise due to the injuries, and there is nothing more valuable than experience.
Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Shot from the top of the key. Herder gets the bucket. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. For Memphis, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. They grab their own miss. There's Jackson with the three. Got a hand on it. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
Grizzlies ball.
Clock at 6. The drive by Morant. They had a number of cracks at it. Just came away empty-handed. Pass to Herder. Releases. Clark grabs the board.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Morant, the pass to Kennard. Back to Morant. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
A point guard with length. Morant can do a little bit more than just handle himself inside.
Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Now here's Ball. An aggressive. Oh, my goodness.
Did you see that?
Bring it out the hammer.
Now that's how you finish. There is no doubt that Ball brings his flight gear to the arena. The man has a little bit of bounce on him.
Well, that's good.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. He said Ja Morant is so good and so entertaining that some guys on both teams just stand around and watch it. He told his players, if you let him get to the rim and do something spectacular, you're not only giving up points, you're energizing the guys around him. Coach wants to prevent the highlight reel kind of plays.
Thank you for that, Allie.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
And he gets that one. Clark's got his second bucket on the night.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's Ball. Shoots from the right block. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
The more time Jackson spins at the rim, the better. His length is a deciding factor in this game.
Moran against Ball. Here's Terry. Fires for 3. On target from range. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already, but we're not even in the second half.
Here's Wells. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Kennard outside.
Oh yeah, we got a new Travis Scott I put on the team. I just don't know where he is.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
They've been just a little bit better on the glass so far, showing their tremendous work ethic.
All no good. Memphis trailing here. And here's Kennard. Still no points. Here's Moran. Kicks it out to Jackson. Off target from outside. Here's Terry. Hits the 3-pointer. Terry's got 6 points. Lonzo Ball. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Chicago Bulls. 11 points in the court.
Man.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
On the court for Memphis. Santi Aldama out there with G.G. Jackson. Then it's Edey. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Pippen in at the 1. And he's going for the lob. Stolen by Ball.
Are you serious? Oh, I thought they actually hit that. Nope.
Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. 13 points in the game. Grizzlies trail by 5.
Can you win an MVP?
Stolen by Ball. The 3.
Come
Aldama grabs the
on.
board. The
2K
Grizzlies
knows I
shooting
should've hit that.
44%. A pretty decent clip. Tries the spin move. Jackson, pass to Moran. From behind the arc. Yes! A Moran 3!
As Ja gets more consistent from range, he becomes that much more dynamic. And that, let me just tell you, that's going to be bad news for the rest of this league.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Inside, here's Edey. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, "I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing."
And they did a lot of winning, Allie. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Clark is checked in for Jackson, and it's Kennard in for Pippen. Pass to Edey. And a great assist by Moran as that one goes. Edey's got his second basket of the night.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Now here's Vucevic. There's Ball with a 3. That doesn't go either for Ball.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
Ball against Moran. Throws it up high. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that
Assist
block.
on each of their last 3 buckets.
Vucevic, the pass to Herter. Drills it from deep. Herter's got 5 points. And Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, BA. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
Timeout called. Memphis.
Fans, get excited. It's time for your 3-1-2 crew.
Memphis making a switch here. And checking out some numbers for Ja Morant. Here's Pippen, hounded by Ball. Kennard passes to Jackson. Misses the 3. Chicago leading. Richard, every team wants 3-point shooters and rim protection. Jaren Jackson Jr. gives you both.
Oh, he is the prototypical big man. He's Defensive Player of the Year. He's led the league in blocks on multiple occasions, and he can stretch the floor and shoot threes.
And they've really been more consistent from the field this quarter.
Here's Ball. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Ball's got 19 points.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Down low, shoots from the block. No problem from Clark as he finishes at the rim. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
Come on, Mitchell.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Lets it fly. Ball with another miss.
Come on.
Memphis has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second.
It's good
Here's Pippen. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. Jackson finds some space. It's hauled in by Herter.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Ball surveys the floor. Lets it go from deep. Connects from downtown. Ball's got 11 points in the quarter.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Here's Pippen. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. To the middle. And the dunk by Jackson.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Substitution on the court.
There's Herter with the 3. Knocks it down from distance. Herter's got 8. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
Lonzo Ball, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Chicago, providing the scoring punch right now, putting up a cool 22. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Thanks for joining us for this fun-filled burst of basketball bliss. We kick off tonight's show with the power rankings across the league.
You know, for the Grizzlies, they've stumbled a bit, no doubt about it. But no need to panic yet. They're figuring out what's working and building
6,
from
7,
there.
oh my God.
Disappointing stretch for them, but still plenty of time to right the ship. Turning our attention to that first half for the Grizzlies. They find themselves in a close one.
We've talked about it in the past. They have a deep rotation. That allows them to play matchups.
So why aren't they ahead in this game? And I'll tell you why. The starters have to do more.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Boy, it's been quite a game for Lonzo Ball.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Kevin Huerter out there with Patrick Williams. Then it's Ball, and it's Terry in a two-guard. That's the group for Billy Donovan, getting going here in the second half. Clark with the screen. Pass to Wells. Some solid defense from Williams. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. The lead is 2. It's off to Washington after this one, where they will face the Wizards. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip.
What a move to get the defenders off their feet. That fake was just a little too much from Ball.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for 2, Lonzo Ball.
Good on both.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Grizzlies trail by 4. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team
This
foul.
game has gone pretty good. It's only been 16 minutes, which is good.
Now Morant. He has 7.
Fourth
Clark
quarter
outside.
takes a lot of time. It takes
And
the
he
same amount of
converts the
time,
layup.
but the fouls
Give him 8.
increase
And their
like,
offensive
you know,
game
like the
plan is clear.
timeouts
Get it inside
increase,
and go to work.
Here's
Free
Ball.
dunk.
And Ball throws it down.
When he puts it all together, Ball can put on quite a performance.
Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, John Morant is excited to be back on the court, and he's looking to lead this Grizzlies team back to the postseason. He said of the adversity, quote, "It made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Brian, it's great to have him back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Allie. Thanks. Ball outside. 4-3. Sends it home from three-point land. Ball's got 7 points here in the quarter.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Grant.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who will keep things moving.
Jackson can't get it to go.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
From downtown. Ball no good. Grizzlies trail by 5. Here's Wells. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
That one on Huerter. Memphis shooting their first free throws of the game now.
Shooting for Memphis. Wells. At the line for 2.
And he's good on the second. Chicago leading by 4. Ball with it, and Clark picks him up defensively. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You look at the Bulls, they love where they stand right now. First place.
Checking out the Bulls, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Nice shot by Kennard.
The team first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
There's Ball with a 3. Knocks down the long J. Ball's got 32 points.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And there's the call on Lonzo Ball.
Personal foul.
That's his 3rd foul of the game.
13.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Here's Morant going. Oh, Morant! Wow!
Oh, wow. Okay, Ja turning it loose. Someone throw that man some water.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Ball with it, and Kennard picks him up defensively. Goes up on the wing, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Ball's got 12 now in this quarter. Grizzlies trail by 4. The ball's knocked loose, and here comes the break. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Such a good facilitator. Ball has nice touch on that pass.
Ball against Morant. Off the mark there with a 3. Bulls leading by 6. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control. Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Memphis calls timeout. Boy, it's been quite a game for Lonzo Ball.
He'll just keep hurting them from the three-point land if they let him. Here's a chance for coach to change that.
Some changes for Memphis. Edey's checked in for Clark. Williams comes in for Kennard. And it's Pippen in for Ja Morant. 59 seconds left in the third quarter. Chicago has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. To the inside, pulls it, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Grizzlies trail by 8. Williams in the post, pounded by Ball. Williams misses. Call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Conchar, he's checked in for Williams. There's Ball with a 3, and the three-pointer goes. Ball's got 15 points in just the second half.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Pass to Edey.
Now we just go for a steal.
And the basket is good.
And they're behind right
Okay.
now, but you can't pin the blame on this
20
guy. No,
23
he's gotta
seconds
get
left.
some
I'm
more
gonna,
help from somebody
you
on
know,
his
wait
team.
my time,
Help
you know,
him.
chill.
Help that man.
Ball passes to Herter. Back to Ball.
Passing, so we don't get, like, you know, like a
6 to
violation.
shoot. And timeout is called by
Perfect.
Billy Donovan.
My
And we
timer-
might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to
the-
adjust.
Stop clock, like the 24-second one. That was about to run out too, so I had to do it at 2:44. Unless it would have like. Ooh, we're doing Kai for 3.
A 3 from the inbound. That misses.
Damn,
Counted,
bro.
had it gone. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 9-point cushion at the end of the. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. They've got Ja Morant, Santi Aldama out there with Edey. Then it's Jackson, and it's
Man,
Pippen in the point.
He's
These
the
videos
dominant
is going to be like a
on the floor can
playlist.
stop him. And
Too.
look, let's just say he knows it.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Good on the bucket. Ball's got 41. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Chicago.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And let's talk about their blocks. When you're facing a team swatting shots, it becomes a mental situation as well. Makes you think twice before you fire.
He gets it in there. Ball's got 43 points.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Good thing we did that trade.
Inside. Here's
We accepted
Pippen.
that trade.
Good.
With
And the
Ball.
setup by Morant.
Because, bro, Ball is on a yeast right now.
He's such a good
He's perfect for dunks.
There's Ball
Kind
with
of
a
like
three.
Travis Scott.
The
He was
rebound
perfect
by
for
Edey.
dunks, threes,
And it's Morant with the ball for Memphis.
free
Following
throws,
this one, they host the Trailblazers.
stealing.
That game marks the start of a 4-game
Everything.
homestand for the club. Here's Ball.
That's what I've been looking for since Travis.
Grizzlies with the rebound.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Ball with a steal. And Ball throws it down.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Timeout. Grizzlies.
Can I check on
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Memphis' head coach had some words for his team over the break, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Pass the ball. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
And that one falls for Ball. Well, Richard, one thing we're seeing an emphasis on by the league, mental health.
I'm surprised it took people so long to understand how grueling of a mental task it is to try and be one of the 450 year in and year out.
Morant, and it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
Just taking what the defense gives him. Morant keeping it simple on offense. I love it.
Ball way outside. A rebound by Jackson. Grizzlies trail by 11. Here's Kennard. And the deficit down inside single digits.
Impressive. Their ball movement has been excellent tonight.
The Bulls have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Kennard.
Mother ref. That's what you get, bro.
Bulls leading by 9. Here's Ball. Uses the glass to finish the layups. Ball's got 49 in the game.
And we have seen Ball add some muscle over the years so that he can power through that contact.
And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. And so it's Memphis with it. Here's Morant. Ball with the rebound. The Bulls have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Pass to Terry.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the fourth. Williams passes to Terry. And here's Herter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Williams. The 3 from Ball. Cleared away by Wells. Wells has got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Morant. Nice move. And again, it's Memphis missing. Chicago has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. There's Ball with a 3. They get it back. Outside Herter. The 3 is up. He buries it from 3. And the Bulls lead by 14.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Stolen by Kennard. And now the Grizzlies on the run.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Bulls.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
BA, the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough. And of course, they closed strong.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year.
Only a 2-game
fellas,
series
one more time,
and
he's
they
out.
win both. They have to be satisfied with this.
And as
This
it was
guy's not
happening,
doing
as it was building, you
I don't know
knew
who's
this
gonna
was
do
a
the
monster
defense,
game
'cause,
for
like, I don't
Lonzo
wanna-
Ball.
He was
Getting
all
fouled out.
over the place, pressuring ball handlers, jumping the passing lanes. His steals made a huge impact on this game.
There's Ball with a 3. Again! What an avalanche!
And this game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Jackson, pass to Morant. Count that one.
John Morant.
Wait. Damn, this is taking a little bit more shorter.
The Bulls on offense.
I mean, we win. I'm just gonna stall.
Timeout called here. Chicago.
We'll have time to shoot one. We'll have time to shoot one.
1 second left to play in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
If Kai is to shoot, then we don't have time.
You can't afford to lose focus for just
Or we'll have staff. Perfect.
A three off the inbound. Misses.
Damn,
So it's
bro.
the Bulls winning
Oh,
this
we
one
won,
easily.
bro.
This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching, and let's leave you with our player of the game, Lonzo Ball.
Here's our new Travis Scott. Ball's our new Travis Scott. Look how much we have left. Yeah, sure a lot. Do we go against the yeah, we do. We go against the Lakers this season.
Hi everyone, we've got a good one for you tonight. It's game.
Oh, this is a 2K Cup?
for these teams in the
Okay.
NBA Cup tournament group play. That adds an extra level of intensity, doesn't it?
Kevin, it certainly does, especially because one of these teams has much more to lose. At this point, only one of them might be playing to advance in this tournament.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. All out there with Terry. And it's Herter in at the small forward. Williams looking over the floor. Herter finds Vucevic. Now Ball. Good work defensively by Holmes. Vucevic against Smart. Down low. Here's Champagne. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
There's been a lot of turnover in Washington doors over the last few years.
Oh!
Where do you think they go from here?
I think the first thing they're looking for, Kevin, is obviously a cornerstone around which to build your team. Recently, it was Bradley Beal. Now they are looking for someone to step up and be their guy.
For Washington, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Carrington. Rebound by Williams. Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Trains the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for Washington. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
One thing we know, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
Good.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
Now here's Smart. 11 points for him in that last game against the Pacers in
God,
Indianapolis.
keep trading.
Boy, and defensively, he had them off balance. He was able to come away with
I'm
4
scared
steals.
to go for
And now
three
to turn
because
to our sideline
I might
reporter,
miss,
David
you know what?
Aldridge. David.
Oh, nope. Because, like, we're just, like, trading. But, like, if I miss that three, then they could have made their next two. And then, like, you know, would have been,
we've got to be quick to
would have
close
been
off
ahead.
the
Oh, my
We can't let
God.
him create easy baskets.
They say
The
no.
goal is to
We're
keep
taking
balls
that
inbound as
back.
a playmaker down to a minimum. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, David.
Well, I'll take one
Nice
back
shot
too.
by Terry.
You know.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And the shot goes in. Carrington's got 5 points so far.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here's Ball. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. That one drops for him.
And I love how Ball accepts the contact on his way up, not allowing it to alter his shot.
Stolen by Ball. Rebounded by Smart.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Champagny. Terry grabs the board.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
No.
Washington trailing.
Oh, come on.
Smart on
I
the
could
wing.
have stole that.
He's
Why
guarded
didn't
by
I?
Williams. To the inside. Champagny.
The correct decision by
Focusing on so
Middleton,
many
moving
stuff.
to
It's
his
15,
wide open
15.
teammate Chris, a terrific passer off the wing.
It's a brick.
And the Bulls with another miss.
And when you
Why'd I go for that, bro?
you have to have the confidence to take that
How does he
shot.
not brick it?
Might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Here's Ball. After the basket by Washington. From deep.
Bro, I didn't know it was going to go that
By
fast.
Champagny. For Washington, they've gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far.
Bro!
Puts it down hard with one hand.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a
Oh my
determined
god, how many
finisher.
shots am I going to miss, bro?
2 seconds separate the shot.
I'm not
clock
losing
game.
again.
And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Middleton against Ball. 6 on the shot clock. And
He
that'll be
did
2
not
free
get
throws coming up.
fouled,
Officials
bro.
on the call with the foul.
First personal
Way to
foul.
play in attack
First
mode
team foul.
and get to the line.
Oh,
This
don't lie,
is his
he
first
didn't
chance
get
of the line
fouled.
tonight.
Marcus Smart taking 2 shots.
Oh, we have this 5 seconds left. Oh my god, I just realized that.
He hits both. from the
Yeah,
strike.
yeah. I don't care if we make 2.
And Billy Donovan
I'm
decides
saving
to call
a second,
looking for a breather.
so then if
And
they
maybe
try to
just
shoot
one
a
or two
half
things to
court, I
talk
can
about.
easily shoot my full court. You know what I mean?
One more time for your Wizards dancer. It's time to make some noise.
Here's Vucevic. Herter. And it's
Yes!
The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor.
2 minutes.
No.
It looks like they are.
The previous play is under review.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the
Yeah.
replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
See?
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second
Yeah.
look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to
Yeah.
get those points. It
Yes,
wasn't too long ago
bro.
that they wouldn't even have
Let's
looked
go.
at it on the monitor. But replay's here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Wizards lead by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast
Oh my
so far.
God,
Halfway through
bro.
the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Wizards' performance here, guys.
And we
What are
have
your
the ball
thoughts?
too.
Just a terrific first
Oh
quarter,
my
sparked
God.
really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
George is out there with Corey Kispert. Then it's Koulibaly. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Champagny in at the 5 down low. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. And the call will be against Lonzo.
Holy shit, bro.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
2 fouls already on him. That is not the way to get your
Why is
minutes
it
per
called?
game up.
Just because you missed a couple shots.
Here's Champagny.
It's a foul button. What the hell?
Pass to Koulibaly. Rebound by Williams. Bulls trail by 4.
You better miss you.
Ball
What's
with
this,
it.
7-foot
He's
guy?
got 9.
Look at this, I'm going past him. I'm going for
And he
that
banks
layup.
in the layup. Ball's got 11 points.
Don't tell me
Well, we
I'm
have all
still
enjoyed
cold.
the NBA Cup tournament, and Greg, the double meaning it brings to these games
How
early in the
rigged is
season
that,
is just terrific.
Yeah, of course, they also count in the regular season standings as well. It allows teams a second trophy to chase, a championship that's a lot earlier in the calendar. And I'll tell you who else benefits, a lot of the young teams, because it puts them in a playoff mindset. I think it's going to help their progression over the course of the season.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he's
Imagine
bad
me
when
not
necessary, but not that time. And Ball slams it in.
And the confidence just oozing out of Ball right now. He feels like he can get any shot he wants. You can ill afford to let him get into a rhythm.
And Ball slams it in.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
I mean, I got it tied. I mean, I like that. I got it tied. I got a score tied.
Gill is checked in for the Wizards. Brogdon the pass to Gill. And the layup is good.
Not tied anymore.
Gill's got his first points of the game.
And we've seen several
Come on, we're the
changes
Bulls.
tonight.
We be
Neither
on
team
top.
giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And Ball is certainly capable of throwing.
We lost
it
all the
down
game. We learned from
thanks to
number
his
6.
size. I mean, easily lifting off the ground and just finishing that one with authority.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
And Ball slams it in.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Kispert, no good.
Oh, this is good.
Bulls have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second.
What the hell, bro?
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Wasted
How
no
fair
time
is
on
that?
Brogdon
It's so
got his
unfair,
second basket of the
bro.
night.
Well, the highly valued corner 3, Brogdon, easy work right there.
Ball from deep three-point territory.
Man, it doesn't make sense.
Come
Come
right back
on.
with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And DB, the measurables jump off the page for Koulibaly. 6
How? I'm quitting.
arm span.
Kev, that's the kind of length that would allow somebody to be a menace defensively. Let's remember, he was the 7th pick back in 2023. The Wizards clearly very high on this young guy's
Yes.
potential.
And
Now I just need 2.
He's only gotten harder.
Washington has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season. And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Back to Middleton. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the Bulls. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Here's Ball. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
No, I got fouled
Ball's
on the
got
way
the
there. I don't know why.
for
Like,
Chicago.
All right, defensively now, you've got to
didn't even
find a
call
way
it.
to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Out to the wing. Here's Carrington. And another miss by Washington. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Chicago. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Smart.
And he'll go right through your chest. Ball won't shy away from the contact.
Second free throw, no good. Well, the Wizards shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. For Chicago, they've gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. And he gets the bucket. Ball's got the lead up to 3 now for Chicago.
Boy, it took him a while to warm up, but since the second quarter, he's on fire.
For 3, Middleton. Offensive rebound. Holmes. And it's good for 2.
Oh, no! Just refuses to give up on that possession.
First trip to the free throw line for him. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach is challenged.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
We need you to get loud and welcome your Wizards breakers.
There's some type of hurt.
For Chicago, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. And here is Ball. With 4 seconds on the clock. Foul on the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway. So a 3-point play chance for him.
And really an alert play on the glass there to get that second chance opportunity. He's having one of those games that we've really grown accustomed to seeing him put forth.
And he's back-to-back games like this. He is on a tear, competing with every ounce of energy.
Oh my God! My heart was about to drop there.
Even battle
Oh my God!
Bulls ahead. They lead by 3.
We're ahead now, bro.
And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
And now, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready.
Let's see if he makes us.
First shot. They're measuring up the shot. You were stuffed.
Welcome, everybody. The Washington Wizards in our featured matchup, and what a competitive half it's been.
You love to see this kind of chemistry. It's like our chemistry on the set. Everyone knows this ring.
You know what, Ernie, for once.
And let's turn our attention.
Have I done 2?
And that's a halftime.
I think I might have done two games. 48 minutes into this.
Second half of basketball upon us.
This is bad. 48 minutes. We might need to do a part 2 and part 4.
We're seeing a tremendous game from Lonzo Ball.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
Taking a look at the Bulls. Vucevic in at center with Williams next to him. Terry is out there with Ball, and it's Herter in at the 3.
You ain't getting that slick.
He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Lonzo Ball.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
Wizards trail by 3. Middleton outside. From downtown, drills the 3-pointer. Middleton's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Wizards. And a deep three from Ball. And again, no good by Chicago.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
The Bulls have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half.
Why?
In transition, here come the Wizards.
Oh my God!
That's right.
What the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
Then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder.
That's what you get, bro.
For this
You can't just steal the ball from him like that, bro.
Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3
We have a problem.
to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
And now the fast break, Middleton with the ball. Here's Champagne.
Hey, Brickett!
No good with the triple. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. A 2-point game.
I didn't.
I'm
quitting. I'm quitting, bro. I'm quitting, bro. I'm quitting. I didn't shoot it. I passed and shoot.
Yeah, it's been
what
a
is
really
this
fun
game?
tournament to watch. Especially
How the
when
hell,
you see just
bro?
how much fans get into it, and we've still got a number of games.
Let me steal that, bro. I need another shot right now.
Bounce pass Middleton. Here's Carrington. And it comes off the front of the rim.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Well, act like you're in... I just turned close for missing a steal?
If you give Marcus Smart a lane to the hoop, you can turn the lights out. This guy
I'm pissed now.
Vicious dunker.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball.
I quit, bro.
And that's
How
his
did he
fourth,
get
no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Corey Kispert's checked in for Washington. Koulibaly comes in for Marcus Smart. Fires from deep.
He's breaking it,
Shot
bro.
by Champagne, no good. Bulls trail by 4. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
Kispert, the pass to Holmes. Unloads from 13, and it's Carrington missing.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Ball
What the hell was that, LeBron?
The Wizards have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Pass to Holmes. Here's Carrington. 7 points in the game. Over Terry. Carrington,
Oh
that's
my
good.
fucking
Carrington's
God.
got 9.
Would
And
you
defensively,
stop?
they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Ball, and the shot goes down.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. Number 5, the Bulls.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long, so that's their edge. They're always looking to take advantage.
Did you really have to roast us?
Here's Koulibaly. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game, and it's in there.
This is so annoying. This shouldn't even be allowed in 2K, bro.
Ogden against Ball.
You go for the dunk! Don't go for a stupid ass layup, bro.
Second of 2 straight at home.
So annoying.
Back to Brogdon.
Oh my God, he dunks it! Whoa, stop glazing at me, dumbasses, bro.
The dunk, that is nice.
Dude, it's nice. What if I dunk? You say nothing about it, bro.
The drive-by ball. And the shot goes in. Ball's
See,
got 9
barely
points now in just the second
anything.
half.
You glaze him for no
Shooting
reason,
the
bro.
lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
I like how I think of glaze. I think of glazed donuts. I gotta focus.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Bays checked in for the Wizards.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team. That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
The video is gonna end in like 5 minutes, so I will not make a part 2 of this game. Instead,
Brogdon's got 5 points now.
I will
and since halftime, this has become an
I will make sorry, I'll just play the game out like without doing it, because I got to start stream too.
Timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
So you guys about to win this.
And ball puts up a deep three.
I didn't expect to hit that anyways. That was super deep.
Who will carry the day? Wizards lead by 5. And coming up as soon as we return from break.
We'll just play a little bit for
Here
fourth
now a
quarter.
chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah,
really? Yes, we this is the game? Okay, well, I'm gonna make be the player.
How about the second?
I mean, obviously, he basically is.
Great to have that from the shooting guards.
That's only if we win.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Kispert is out there with Bay. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then it's George. And it's Koulibaly in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 on the 4 for the Wizards. Wizards leading by 5. Brogdon looking it over. The shot by George, wide open. Off target with his 3. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. The drive-by ball.
Are you fucking serious?
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy.
You ain't hitting that shit, bro.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Williams gets the bucket.
Well, you can see why his teammates love playing with him. Vucevic willing to find the open guy.
Brogdon the pass to Bay. Knocks down the 3
ball. Oh, bullshit. What about my layup that just went out, bro?
Terrific ball move.
The drive-by ball. And the layup's good off the glass. Ball's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Worst stat joke I ever heard.
Here's Koulibaly. He's covered by Ball. They get it again. The shot
You are missing 2. Oh my god, you're getting the quote from he never misses 2.
For the Wizards. Here's Ball driving in.
And I just love the aggressiveness from Ball. When he's driving to the hoop, he's ready to attack the rim at will.
And we've got a timeout call by Brian Keefe. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, Brian Keefe reviewing the game plan with his team during that last timeout. He said to them, keep building this lead, guys. Don't take your foot off the gas. Keep working hard. Run our stuff. Guys?
Thank you, David. Bulls trail by 5. Williams kicks to Vucevic. Terry the pass to Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game
I'm
this close.
doing this as fast as I can.
They want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
And another one falls.
We're tied. Good.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
No, he got fouled out. Bro, okay, 5 seconds. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you watch part 6.